YouTube, how you doing? What have I been doing the last few days? I've been actually mucking around with some of the computers around the house. I've fixed up my laptop, fixed up the workbench computer, pretty much updated all the software, also got all the software set up on my main computer, which is fantastic by the way. That means I can do a lot more streaming if I want to now. I can also not just do streaming, I can do a lot of other stuff as well. Pretty much set all my software up and made sure it was working correctly. So for the moment, I'm still running tests on this build right here, which is still in the process of being worked on. Oh my god. I'm just relaxing at the moment, having a beer. I've been doing a lot the last few... Well, I've been pretty productive lately. I've been really productive. I've been quite amazed with myself. So I got that computer cleaned up. I cleaned up a bunch of drive stuff. I cleaned up stuff on my dad's computer. I cleaned up stuff on the workbench computer. And I cleaned up stuff on my laptop. Also cleaned up stuff and updated stuff on my main computer. This test has been going for 34 hours, or this burn-in stress test has been going for 34 hours. So far the system has been working perfectly, as you can see. So stress test there. I've stressed everything and still ticking over, still going. Still kicking over when I expected to kick over, and yeah, I'm quite amazed. So that's good. It's great. I've also cleaned up my desk, or the other computer anyway. Also cleaned up this computer as well. Got everything up to date. The only thing I'm waiting on is some new Ethernet cables, because I reckon I can get a shorter cable to go directly to my router from my modem, just to make things a little better and just to make the system like a 3-meter cable or something like that. So I'm just going to see if that'll optimize things correctly for my connection, in the sense of just sometimes I do have issues. Because I think I originally bought a 5-meter cable, which I think was too long, to be truthful. Not a bad issue for doing something like that, but I think the problem is that by buying a 5-meter cable, it's just going to... I think it causes more problems than it fixes, to be honest. Well, I bought 2 of them actually, but I bought 2 3-meter cables, just in case. I bought 2 3-meter cables, which I'm waiting for those to pretty much arrive. Also bought a CPU for $1, a dual-core CPU. As you can see from there, everything seems to be working on that. That bench, that's been sitting on the bench now for at least 2 or 3 days. It's Sunday afternoon, so... Sunday afternoon for 4:47 PM, 24th of the 1st, 2016. So yeah, it's been pretty much testing for the amount of time that I've given it. So it's been testing for like 34 hours. So almost 2 days, not quite 2 days. Testing it so far, it works pretty well. Seems to kick over pretty well, and I haven't had any problems with the motherboard. It seems to function. So at this point, just see how it goes, run a few more tests on it, and then I'll probably end up putting it into that case right over there. Unless I feel like getting another case, which I'm considering it, but I'm not sure. So I'm not sure whether I'll reuse that case or not. I may not. It just is an extremely big case for the type of build I want to do. So, let's see. 33. So I'm just waiting for that to download. As you can tell, I haven't got around to taking this apart yet, which I will at some point. Actually try and take that apart, but I need to get a power adapter first and actually see if I can get the power adapter to work. Ooh, you mean? I've managed to set everything up here, which is fantastic. My work computer working great. Updated Skype on all the computers. Oh man. Beer always gives me that bit of gas, but oh well. Don't mind my messy bed. Oh. So right, I've got my YouTube up here. Not my YouTube, my Facebook, sorry. That's my YouTube. Let's put this over here for a second. So far, so good. I'm not doing too bad with most things. I'm pretty happy with the end result. My computer's running a lot better. I've also found out of every game that I have on my system, including all the games that are installed at this present moment, the only game that I'm having problems with is Call of Duty Ghosts. That is the only one I'm having really big issues with. Seems to be the one that, in the sense of getting stuck and things like that. Also, maybe Saints Row the Third and Saints Row the Fourth, Saints Row 4 and Saints Row 3. They seem to be having some issues. I have to reinitialize them and re-download some files for them. As you can see, Call of Duty, that's the one. I did try it and basically rebooted my computer. Everything else, on the other hand, every other game that I've tried, down to Bioshock, to Borderlands, to I also need to reset Black Ops as well, because those files they need resetting. Every other game that I've chucked at the system has been working fine. GTA 5 is fine. I had to fix up my save games, obviously, because they got fucked up again, which was rather frustrating when I was trying to do it. All the other games, pretty much everything else, Wolfenstein, you name it, Sin, Silent Hill, they all work. They're all functional. They have functionality. I may have to put some extra settings, like an email address in here, here and there, but otherwise, everything's functional on most of these programs. On most of this stuff, anyway. The only thing I hadn't tried is this one, which I figure it's going to work anyway. But so yes, I want to install. This is my benchmarking program, basically. PC Mark 8 complete benchmark system. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's see. I got a Skype message, but that's from one of my friends I've been talking to. She's snowed in at the moment, which is always fun. Particularly when you come and get back to the cabin that you're trying to get back to that you live in. So what else we got? The chilling applications anyway. So this is my PCA mode. So pretty much every damn game that I've got here on this list works. There may be a few that probably need refreshing and probably need to recheck the cache for them. But pretty much every game I've got in my list works. It actually functions. It plays. It actually has a decent frame rate. So I'm damn happy with that end result. I'm damn happy with the fact that that worked. And I'm damn happy everything now is actually working properly on this. In comparison to what it was before, which was a steaming pile of shit before. Trying to do anything on Windows 10 was absolutely abysmal. A couple of things are said that they're incompatible, but I don't believe that. I don't think they're incompatible. I think it's just what they're saying. I think it's just what it's saying at the time. So, and on top of that, I could run the program anyway. So what else? Back. So pretty much all my programs are working. They're all up to date as far as I'm aware. I got all my programs running, CC Cleaner, Clownfish, which is an interesting piece of kit that you actually get for a friend put that on to me. Aaron, yeah, good mate of mine. He's actually doing his certificates in IT. He's quite a nice guy. He put me onto that Clownfish app, which is actually an attachment that goes into Skype itself, so people can listen to music and things like that. And it's a great little app, to be honest. I'm quite fascinated by it. So I'm going to muck around with that. Then you got CPU ID, CPU Z, CPU ID hardware monitor, Bandicam. I mean, basically all these apps. I mean, they're all pretty much working and they're all functional. So I'm pretty happy now that everything is actually better than what it was. It was absolutely piss poor and shithouse before. I couldn't do anything properly. I mean, I tried, but it didn't always work out that way. Only complaint I've really got at this point in time is probably my internet being a big pain in the rectum. But I think that's just because my internet is being a pain in the ass. there's not much I can do up until the point that I can either get the NBN or I change, which I'm thinking of changing. Thinking of changing phone cables in my room to a shorter cable, which hopefully that will improve the speed, which I do believe it will, because I have noticed a difference with changing to different cables. So I reckon if I go for a bit of a cable that's a little bit shorter, like I think it's like 3 meters or something like that, I should be okay. I should be fine. Alright, anyway, thought this is just a sort of a lead video to what I was doing before, which was pretty much doing stuff on my dad's computer. I've pretty much been doing a combination of that stuff for the last couple of days, so please stay tuned. I've got more coming up, and goddamn, I have the worst heartburn in the world. I probably should not have had Macca's yesterday, day before, which was not my best, most advisable thing I should have done. But you know, well, fuck, you know, sometimes we live and suffer for the things we love. No, I'll be honest. I had not had McDonald's for a long time. I hadn't had it for like freaking weeks, and I was mostly eating stuff from home and everything else and trying to eat healthy. I thought, fuck it, I'll get some Macca's for a change, just, you know, for the hell of it. And I'm starting to regret it, mainly because I got freaking heartburn, which is annoying. I have been using my weights and doing a weight regime, which is keeping me feeling reasonably healthy. I mean, I'm not perfect, but it's keeping me feeling reasonably in shape. I need to do a bit more exercise on the bike, but I'm not doing too bad. So I've been doing a bit of weights and stuff like that. I mean, it probably doesn't show as much now, but I'm building strength, which I'm trying to build up here, and sort of I could do some not push-ups, what do you call it, stomach crunches, but I don't see the point. I'm just probably gonna most likely do what do you call it? What was my plan? I was probably most likely going to do what was the thing I was making? Yeah, I was going to do my exercise bike in most cases. That was pretty much my plan. So, I'm not feeling too bad. I'm not looking too bad either. Could look worse. Could feel worse. Aside from a bit of heartburn, I'm pretty good actually. So, anyway, stay tuned. I've got more coming up YouTube. Thank you very much. As per usual, I've got a ton of stuff coming up at some point. I don't know what it's going to involve. It's going to involve definitely some more gaming, because I haven't been doing a lot of gaming lately. I haven't been doing a lot of stuff that sort of relates to that. So I'm going to try and see if I can do some of that, and maybe fill in my time with that. We'll see how it goes anyway, and see exactly which direction it works out in. Alright, thank you very much, YouTube. Like, favourite, and subscribe. You can also like, favourite, and subscribe. You can also contribute on my Patreon campaign. You've got my Facebook page. You can follow me on Twitter, Twitch TV. Obviously, you know, follow me on follow me on YouTube and everything else. It's also crowdfunding on YouTube as well. Anyway, thank you very much, and well, as per usual, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Bye.